Number 1.
And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
I have not been in there yet.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Evidently, she was good at her job then. Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Yes. We'll do that in the future. I just noticed how long I've been going, and I noticed what time it is. I must hurry. Bathroom note. This datapad contains lengthy selection of Order reading material. Some subheadings stand out to you. 193 paradoxes to pointlessly postulate, eliminating uncertainty with only necessary violence. Say no to 0.0001% margins of error. Risky relief. The unwritten peril of undue literary perusal in the restroom. Good. Happy someone's having a good read in the shitter. Alright.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us?
Document every corpse you find so we have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. But also not everyone will share our vision of the plan.
Aborting
We
search!
gave them the option to join us. It's not our fault they chose wrong.
Enemy spotted.
Dwelling on the quotient of the moment is to risk next.
Wow.
Curious and honest.
How? How did you let me walk up to you? Right in your face. You can't allow that kind of thing. Having a good sit?
Time for a quick dip.
Oh, circuit breaker appears to control the power for both the bathhouse and attached courtyard. Damn it. Alright, well, I need to go steal someone's stuff. Another book. Others may thrive under pressure, but you know me, Archie. I learn best in an environment of peace and relaxation. So what if I log some minor water damage on a tome or two? I know, sloppy of me, careless, but I must endure a litany of reclamation forevermore. Must I endure a litany of reclamation forevermore? If you ask those venerable scholars in the Anchorhold, the answer would be yes. Excuse me. I cannot stand to suffer more beratement. Yet my research requires a certain reference book currently in their possession, the essential history of mechanized doors. Perhaps you might go and entreat them for the title on my behalf. Junior Archivist, Rally. You found a note saying that a book on wiring is in the possession of the... Okay. So, they have the book. And I need that book to open the door. But to open the door... But to get that book, I probably have to supply them with the other 2 books. So, let's go ahead and ask them for help. Can you give me those books? That book? That would help.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my 3rd reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Yay. Oh, now she has to put it in there. Okay. Examine. Collect a book. On doors. Door book. You would not believe how much how much documentation there has to be on doors on construction projects. It's unbelievable. It's one of the biggest spec sections in the big giant fat spec book. With the help from the book provided by the anchorites, you reattach a few wires and soon hear a door pop open somewhere in the courtyard nearby. Pop. I fixed it. Yay. Am I missing anything else in here? Nope, that's it. Alright, we're good. The door has opened. This door goes up. What for? I do not know. Bits? Sell junk. Okay. Go ahead and reload everything while we can here. I haven't used a shotgun in a minute. Yeah, the lighting in here is messing with my brain. Novice dormitory. Door's barred shut. Open the door.
Proceeding to attack.
Hello. Ow. You really pushed me back. I don't like that. Good cartridge. Hello. I knew you were here.
Eliminate the target.
Beautiful. Love that. I really do want to finish this quest off, but I know how long it's going to take, and I know where I need to be, and I know where I need to. I know what I need to do before I get there. I smell like cigar from last night still. I really, really, really need a shower before I go do this catering thing. Synergy boosters. Synergize. Go ahead and eat. Naked man. Crushed by a mattress, I guess. Chocolatey yummies.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Excellent. I like her. I like Marisol, too. She's sweet. She's just a sweet old lady. How the hell am I gonna get up there? Never mind. I'm a genius. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I could have opened the thing and just land on him. That would have been glorious. Go ahead and reload this thing. Pick that up. Alexandra Monastery Directory, Research Wing, all kinds of stuff.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
Sure. I was expecting a problem. But the canid was not a problem. Abbot Newell, not this again. As per my last message on the subject, if there are issues with the efficacy of Seer Wiley's projections, I recommend you take that up with him rather than confusing my terminal as a repository for personal grievances. Supervising the manufactory requires my utmost focus. I cannot suffer distractions. Furthermore, as your colleague, I encourage you to run the numbers again. If there's an error, I suspect it is not in Wiley's statement column. With respect, Svoboda. Newell. It is vital that we preserve the integrity of our current predictions until we have regained access to the archive. In that context, I ask that you do not deviate from our normal standards of confidentiality after reviewing the following information. An agent of the Earth Directorate will soon be en route to Golden Ridge to speak with you. Their mission is too sensitive to be recorded here, but I ask that you do whatever you can to aid them. And in return, they will be of some assistance to you as well. The fate of the Order, as well as all of Arcadia, hinges on their success. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. Bishop Ruth Bassar. Ooh. Private entries. To proceed as user, Joseph Newell. Please solve the following conjecture. Working from the basis of the Walsh-Fielder theory, calculate 5 alignment groups with an auspicious accuracy gap of delta over 0, delta greater than 0. Extrapolations should include establishing prognosticated properties at least as strong as those cited in Brune and Connolly's landmark millennial thesis. Shit. Well, I can't get in there. I really wish I could. Advanced decryption key. Yes. I can't get in there either. That also sucks. Mag pick. Lucky Spratfoot. Cigarette lighter. I wish I could get more out of there. But obviously I don't. I lack the ability to do so. This Master of None thing. A little rough. Little rough. Flywheel. Scrap metal. How do I get in there? It's actually pretty... I could probably just jump over it, but I don't really need to. Where we at? I got 4 minutes. This manual covers the basics of how to operate the monastery's auto-pneumatic key punch. It also contains detailed information on preparing shipments of completed punch cards to send to Cloister. Wow, what a waste of verbiage that was.
Someone help us!
Okay. I'm here. Yes, yes.
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
DeVries isn't here. We know that. So this doesn't make any sense. Let's go deal with it.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
It's more important than the lives of a few academics. Yeah, let's help them.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Yes.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
I prefer the hard way in these games.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
In the research wing upstairs. That must be where we get the key to stop the press.
Hurry!
Something about it.
This must be the so-called puzzle they expect us to waste our time on. Looks like it was constructed by a child.
Yeah, what is the puzzle, though? Oh, I see. You have to get the orb to that point. Yeah, that's a fairly easy process. We just probably hit this button. This button lets loose on the orb. It does not. Alright, we haven't used this in a little bit. Hello. Alright. I like the way you did that, but I wasn't able to jump up there. So we're going to take the long way.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Problem solved.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Alright, problem almost solved. Oh. Anger, mismanagement. You get rationally angry at the smallest of slights. Well, in your fury, you're worse at blocking, but your power attacks deal more damage. Damage received while blocking. I don't block. I just don't block, so like, who cares? I might take it. Seems like a good idea. Huh. Let's see here. I'm gonna look up the flaws list again, see what it tells me. Outer Worlds. 2 flaws list. Let's check the tiers list, why not? I don't mind this one, to be honest with you. I kind of want to do this. I want it, to be honest with you. Oh, yep. They're saying it's an S tier flaw. Take it. Jesus. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Checking if you're interested in a demo of the top maintenance manager. Shut up. All right. Well, that's gonna have to be it for me. Like I said before, I do need to get to you know, the catering gig I've got. So that's gonna be it for me. We'll continue with this puzzle when I get back, potentially tonight, maybe not, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.